Doraemon, el gato cósmico.
What's up, people? So I just saw Black Panther, not this cute cat, but this thing, the newest Marvel Happy Meal film, and it was very, very boring. Somewhat pretty, but mostly boring and disappointing. Now, by this point, I should already know not to expect much from Marvel films, or superhero movies in general, but this thing had, and still does, a Metacritic score of 87. That's only 3 points away from Fury Road or Her, so I was hoping the movie to be really good, or at the very least, average. And in some ways it is, but that depends how you look at it. As a Marvel film, I think it's on par with most of them. It's childish, simplistic, slightly funny, and I guess it will entertain you for 2 hours, but I don't see anyone commenting unironically that Black Panther is a masterpiece of the genre, and I'm positive I won't take anyone seriously who says this is the best thing cinema can accomplish. And as an action film, oh boy does this movie suck. It's not that the characters involved aren't interesting, most of them aren't, but that's besides the point. It's that you can't really comprehend anything that's happening. You get the gist of it, you know someone is kicking and punching someone else, but thanks to terrible special effects and shaky frames, not shaky camera, it's the frames themselves that seem to have been put under some kind of software that makes everything agitate and look like shit. I would even go as far as to say that Wonder Woman had better action sequences, and this is one of them. And as far as the characters go, the acting. For me to believe in fictional characters, I need to feel like the actor's performance is somewhat natural and fitting with the tone of their character. Like if the character has just gone through some sort of dramatic experience, I need to see that reflected in the actor's facial expressions and body language. More than half the cast of Black Panther look like it could not be less interested, and some even give the impression they would rather put a bullet in their brain instead of doing this. And the protagonist, unfortunately, was one of them. It's very hard to connect with our main character when he has the same facial expression throughout the entire plot. And even worse, when that expression is the look of someone who's extremely tired and could not give less of a shit about anything. Luke from Star Wars is a better protagonist, and I don't even like him. I think of him as an annoying little bitch that should learn when to shut the fuck up. In this entire film, the only actors that looked like they were giving their all were that katana chick from The Walking Dead and the girl that plays T'Challa's sister. And the villain also, at times, gave a somewhat believable performance, especially towards the end of the film when he was talking with his father. But everyone else, Jesus. It's like the only reason they agreed to be here is because of the fucking paycheck. Marvel isn't trying anymore. Civil War was fun and is currently my favorite, but not because I think of it as a great movie or anything like that. Civil War and Winter Soldier are guilty pleasures of mine. Movies I have a ton of issues with, but always like to rewatch because I think they're fun. After that we have what? Doctor Strange? Awful. Guardians 2? Okay, the ending was really stupid, but the chemistry between the characters still made that one a fun film to watch. Spider-Man Homecoming was boring, and I still can't believe I watched it twice. Thor Ragnarok should have been renamed the 9-gag movie, and Black Panther, disappointing. Let's talk about Wakanda, because that was the only reason I paid to see this in theaters. I was looking forward in seeing this advanced technological nation and all the different weird little gadgets. Thanks to someone's decision to make the CGI look terrible and not realistic whatsoever, and the cinematography making every tracking shot look incomprehensible, Wakanda looked like shit. The only time the scenery was visually appealing was when T'Challa was doing drugs and connecting with his ancestors. That was it. And the few gadgets we saw were nothing more than cartoonish Toys R Us toys. The fucking dual discs from Yu-Gi-Oh! Would fit with this universe. Yu-Gi-Oh! This movie was a joke. I feel like I paid money to watch something that should offer me some kind of feeling other than boredom or indifference. And even when I'm watching boring films like Dunkirk, at least I can appreciate all the technical stuff. Black Panther fails on almost every level. The overall presentation and look of the film is shit, the action is nonsense, the performances make you think nobody involved gave a shit, and the story. I don't know how I should categorize the story. Was it dumb? Yes. Was it simple-minded? Oh, definitely. Was it predictable? I guess, but I really didn't care enough to anticipate what might happen next, so the story fails as well. I have no more interest in watching Marvel movies, never mind paying them to see them in theaters. I've stopped caring. Black Panther could have been awesome and amazing. The few storylines about Wakanda done in Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes proves that. They even proved that a cartoon aimed at children can have a better grasp of mature themes than a live-action film aimed at adults. I do not recommend this movie. I know it's still going to make a lot of money regardless of my review or any review, but I still want to not recommend it. It's not worth your money, it's most certainly not worth your time, and it will only prove that no matter how little effort Marvel puts in their films, they're still going to make a profit. And that's really sad. I'm giving Black Panther a 4 out of 10. Goodbye, Marvel. Thanks for the good memories, but it's over. I don't care anymore. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you like it, comment below, down below, leave an upvote for that algorithm, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!